Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Snowman Battle. We're going to start a new series this week. It's going to be a beginner's how-to guide to Apex. First thing we're going to do is check out the legends and figure out which legend is best for you. That's the first decision you need to make, and from there you can learn so much more about the game. But right now, let's go into some legends. I'm going to do the offensive legends this week. Next week, we'll probably be doing the defensive legends. But first, let's go into probably the best legend we have here, Wraith. Let's check out her skills. Skills. Passive skill, Voices from the Void. You can hear a voice when danger approaches. As far as you can tell, it's on your side. So that's pretty cool. That's basically if anybody aims at you or can see you, it'll actually come up in your headset or on your speakers and let you know that someone is looking at you. You'll hear your character's voice let you know. So it's very important to listen to the audio cues from the actual characters as well as your teammates. Her tactical is Into the Void. She is able to hit Q and back out of situations to go heal. It's very effective when getting into fights. Her ultimate is a Dimensional Rift, and that links two places with a portal for 60 seconds. Alright. The second one we're going to go over will be Bangalore. Her abilities are, if someone's looking at you, or I'm sorry, if someone's firing at you, you take, your passive gives you double time, which allows you to run twice as fast, which is amazing. It helps you get out of situations. You can use your Q right here, which is the smoke launcher, to pop smoke and just get out of dodge, you know what I mean? So that's pretty good. Both of those combine really well together. Rolling Thunder, that is her ultimate, calls an artillery strike that slowly creeps across the landscape. I feel like this could be better, but it's not a bad ultimate. It's good for disengaging, really, so you can start taking fire, get your passive and your double time, pop smoke, throw the Rolling Thunder down in between you and the other team, and back up. Just keep kiting. So that will be the second. Mirage, I guess, is technically considered a offensive character, but I don't know that I would really consider him to be offensive. He kind of is in a place of his own. It's more of like a trickster. I don't know how to explain Mirage. He's kind of a different category. His passive, automatically drop a decoy and cloak for 5 seconds. That's when you're downed. So when you get knocked down, drop a decoy so that way the enemy doesn't know exactly where you are while you're downed to finish you. Gives you a little bit more time, 5 seconds. Sometimes if it's in the middle of battle, they'll just run right past you. The Psych Out throws a holographic decoy to confuse the enemy, bamboozle people. His ultimate is a Vanishing Act, deploys a team of decoys to distract enemies while he cloaks. So he basically will throw up a bunch of enemies and he becomes invisible and runs away. I don't really see a place in competitive for Mirage at this time, but I guess we'll see. I think he definitely needs a buff. Bloodhound got one, but I think he definitely needs one as well. Octane, obviously one of the most offensive characters. He heals while he's running around. You don't really need to carry as many syringes when you're playing Octane, which is nice. Medkit for when you take a lot of damage, but for the most part, you can kind of get away with using less syringes. His tactical is stim, move 30% faster for 6 seconds, costs health to use, and the reduction to slows while active. So, you know, it's definitely good for charging into battle or trying to get away from battle. His ultimate is a launch pad that you can throw out that will shoot you in the air. Again, good for going into battle and coming out of battle. So he's got a lot of mobility, which is good. The only downside to Octane, in my opinion, is it's not really great for a team composition. He doesn't really do much to aid your teammates. The launch pad is good, but it's not as good as say like Pathfinder. Revenant is more of a flanker or a stalker. He can crouch walk faster and climb walls higher. He can throw a device that silences enemies so they're not able to use any of their abilities, and he has a death totem, which instead of getting killed or downed, you return back to the totem after using that. So you don't have any shields, it's basically just health when you're in the totem state. When you come out of the totem state and you're back at the totem, you have only shields and no health. So you need to have a med kit and make sure you apply that immediately. Oh, wait, let me get in here. Pathfinder. He's another very functioning aggressive player. He's able to grapple in and out of situations that most people would not be able to get out of. So that's really good if you like to push. Bloodhound, more of a tracker, but I'd say he could be considered more on the offensive side of the trackers. So let's go ahead and get into firing range. We'll start off with Wraith, and we'll just go through and I'll show you the abilities in action. Alright, so if you guys didn't know, this is the firing range. This is a great place to practice your aim and just general movement. I try and spend at least 30 to 40 minutes in here a day just working on aim. So I would definitely recommend coming in here, trying out all the different legends and all the different guns. It has every gun that's in the game. So this is a great place to come learn. Alright, let me grab some of these. And we'll go over all the items as well. Just for the sake of time, these are ultimate accelerants. This helps you build your ultimate up faster. Alright, so this one's going to be hard. I can't really show you the passive where she hears the voices because I'm the only one in here right now. But we can do the rest. Her Q. Alright. Uh-oh, I'm reloading. That guy is shooting back at me. I can easily hit this. Pop up somewhere else. Reload. And finish him off. Or if you need to heal, you can get to a safe place. Heal. Here. See what that would look like. Let me see here.
Arcstar out.
Instantly Q. Hide someplace safe.
Need to recharge my shields.
Apply shield. Continue to engage. Alright. So that's really good for... Obviously, she's a high tier, really high tier character. A lot of people like using her, and I think she's good for pretty much everybody, beginner, intermediate, and expert. So that was her tactical. Let's check out her ultimate. This is her ultimate here.
Placing a portal. Portal placed.
So that's a portal. If your teammates are stuck behind cover and can't get out, you can throw that portal up. And then you guys can attack from a different flank, basically. So that's pretty good. Great mobility. Can be used to attack or defend. That's kind of weird. Spit me out of the portal early. So that is Wraith in a nutshell. Bangalore.
Let me at him.
Let me at him. Alright. So this one, like, oh. So that's basically what it looks like when you get the double time when someone's shooting at you. Sometimes you can get other players in the server that are not visible to you. You're kind of sharing this firing range with some other people. So, all right. So you saw that. That's the smoke. Actually does a little bit of damage, but does a great job to not only conceal yourself or the enemy. Can be paired with the digital threat, which is really strong. If you play Bangalore, I would definitely recommend using a digital threat. For that reason. Alright, let's see. What is the ultimate? The barrage. That's right. Alright. Get one more going here. Alright. So like I said, if you're taking fire and you need to disengage, one of the best things you can do with Bangalore, smoke.
Already on my mark. Firing for effect.
Throw the barrage and just keep going. And we can watch it blow up from here. Starts one way and creeps, right? So she's pretty good. Very beginner friendly. I'd recommend this for almost everyone just that wants to go start off and just play some games and hasn't really figured out who they want to pick yet. Very forgiving for running away from battle and healing, right? I'd say the two characters I would choose as a beginner would be Wraith and Bangalore so far. Alright. Mirage.
I'm back. You missed me?
I'm back. Alright. Again, it's kind of hard to do the passive with this one because there's no one here to knock me. Maybe I can...
Arcstar out. Throw an Arcstar. Throwing Arcstar.
I wonder if this will kill me now. Alright. See, there's the decoy. Gives you a little bit of time to run away. And possibly heal up.
And I'm back. Did everybody miss me? Of course.
Alright.
Give him my shield to recharge.
So that was his passive.
Go bamboozle.
That's his tactical, the decoy. If the enemy shoots it, it actually tells you their location, so that's pretty good. And then let's check out his ultimate here.
Juice o'clock.
Ultimate ability. Allows you to run around behind. The enemy still can hear you, but they're not able to see you. So it's good for running away or flanking. Alright. Who's next? Octane! My dude. I love Octane, he's so funny. And we just got the heirloom. So that's awesome. This animation is insane. So good. Alright. So Octane. Stim. Allows you to move faster. Octane I think is one of the easier ones as well for beginners. He's really simple. Alright, Stim. See how it takes health away? But once he stops using the stim, it starts gaining back. That's his passive and his tactical. Ultimate.
Hitting the eject button.
Alright. A lot of people don't know this, but there's 3 different trajectories for the jump pad. If you jump while hitting it, you go higher. If you just run, go medium height. And if you slide into it, you stay a little bit lower. So Octane, probably the easiest, I'd say. I keep saying they're all the easiest, but there's not much to Octane, right? You don't have to worry about much. I would definitely recommend playing Octane. I'd say if you're just starting off, I would play either Octane, Bangalore, or Wraith until you figure out what's going on with the game. Alright, so that's Octane. Here is Revenant. Here's his tactical. Silences, does 10 damage. So if that was a Wraith, she would not be able to Q out of that situation, is basically what that means with it being silenced. Passive, he's able to crouch walk way faster than everybody else. his ultimate. His ultimate is something you want to hide, okay? You don't want to just put it in an open field. You want to hide it somewhere where the enemy is not going to see it.
Find yourself in the shadows.
Alright, you enter your death protection. And you're able to go anywhere within this blue circle here.
Go here.
Right? So you get a good amount of time and a good amount of distance.
Throwing an arc star.
Oh, I already came out of the protection. I was gonna try and kill myself so it would transport me back. But basically it would have transported me back to the totem, which was right here. Which is safe. From there you can heal, use a med kit. So that is Revenant. Now, time to go to, in my opinion, the most fun offensive legend,
I have come to save the day.
Pathfinder. If you don't know why Pathfinder is fun, you've never grappled yourself to the moon and back. Alright, so Pathfinder's passive. They don't have anything here for me to try it, or to show you. But his passive, there's little beacons that are on the map, normally on top of buildings. You can scan those beacons and it'll tell you where the next ring is going to be, which is really good for competitive and ranked play. Knowing where you need to go and how you're going to get there is pretty important when you start getting to the higher ranks. So that you'll see a lot of pro teams running Pathfinder for that specific reason. His Q obviously is the grapple, which allows you to yeet yourself all over the place. You can also grapple enemies. And grapple the ground to if there's nothing above you.
Grappling.
Grapple the ground, and you can also grapple the ground and swing up by jumping right as the grapple hits the ground.
Here I go.
So it's fun, and I mean, just being able to swing around the map like Tarzan, I mean, obviously it's going to be a good time. But it does take a while to get used to the grapple, how to use it, how not to use it. So I would recommend coming in here, and I wouldn't really recommend Pathfinder being the first legend you try, just because there are easier, lower skill players, legends that you can use. And by skill, I mean the skill level needed to properly use that legend, right? So everybody can play Pathfinder, but if you can't grapple into the right places or you can't get away, you might as well just play another character. And I mean, it is something that'll come with time, but it's, you know, he's tough. He's a tougher legend to play. So we got one more. We got to do the ultimate here. His ultimate is a zip line. Trying to see, trying to just back up as far as I can get it. Kind of surprised it's okay. So it can go this far. But that allows you to rotate in and out of areas, flank enemies, gain high ground. He's really, really strong. Do cheeky stuff like that, you know. Kind of the sky is the limit when it comes to Pathfinder. You just need to practice and you can pull off some pretty cool stuff. Right? So he definitely opens up the game a lot and adds a whole nother dimension to it, in my opinion. And I'm not talking about Wraith's dimension. But yeah, I'd say that's a good start for now, and we will be back next week with the defensive and trackers. Ooh, starting to lag just in time for me to get off, I guess. So appreciate you guys. I love all of y'all. Thanks for coming by. If you like the content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks, everyone.